the supplies you're going to need. The inks that we're going to use is going to be Daffodil Delight, Dapper Denim, and Pumpkin Pie. You are going to need the sponge brayer, the Halloween scenes edgelet dies, and for time purposes I have already pre-cut them out, but I used the witch. I cut 3 of these bats out, this tree here, and the tombstones, and I have those here. Oh, a bat fell off. Hang on. There it goes. So you need 3 of the bats, the witch, the tombstones, and this tree. Alright, now we're going to use this stamp set, Spooky Fun. The only thing we're going to use out of it is the moon and the Happy Halloween. Oh wait, no, and we're going to use this bat here. So that's the stamps we're going to use over there. Alright, so for your materials, you're going to need a card base that measures 10.5 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score that. You need a piece of DSP at 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, and this comes from the Halloween Nights. Another piece of Very Vanilla cardstock that measures 5 by 4. A piece of Basic Black that measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. Another piece of DSP that measures 4 by 2. And another Basic Black cardstock that measures 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and create our card base. And we are making an easel card, so you're going to have to score this twice. And all the measurements will be on my blog. So we're going to score this first at 5 1/4. So you're basically scoring it in half. And, let's see. And I am using my trimmer, so score this at, what did I say, 5 1/4. Okay. Make sure you're using your scoring blade. And we're going to score that. Alright, and then you're going to score at 7 7/8, which is basically scoring one side in half. Okay. Done with that. Alright, so now you're just going to fold this in half and use your bone folder. Let me use your bone folder to crease it. And then you're going to take this piece here and you're going to fold it back. Basically, yeah. Crease that. Alright, and there's your base of your card. So we're going to set that aside for now. Alright, so now we're going to bring in our Very Vanilla cardstock. And what we're going to do first is we're going to stamp our moon, because we want to mask it so that it sticks out. So, I'm trying to get this done before I have to get the kids for school. Alright, so I'm just going to bring in my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. We're going to stamp it. And it's a great idea to pull in your tree piece to see where you're going to want your moon. Yeah. So we're going to stamp that right there. Alright. And then we're going to stamp this again, but this time we're going to stamp it out on a sticky note. You can put your tree away. So we're going to stamp this out on a sticky note, and you don't even have to stamp it out perfect. You can probably maybe do it twice. Yeah, so we just want the image, so you can save some ink that way. Okay, so I want to cut this out. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You really want to get it on the sticky, and you really want to make sure you have the moon cut out so where it's going to cover the moon on your card. Alright, so we got our moon. So I'll just cover that. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure it's down good. Remember, your tree is going to go down here. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to make the sunset. And I got to tell you, I got the inspiration. I was driving back home last weekend to for my home visit with my mom and my parents and everything. And I was thinking of a Halloween card that I wanted to make, and I seen how the sunset was, and I was like, that's the the transition that I kind of want to go for. So that's what we're gonna do. we're going to start off with the pumpkin pie, and beware, this is going to get messy. It is going to get messy. So, let me go ahead and pull in a scrap piece, because it's going to get messy. Okay, so you want to take, I have the little sponge wedges, and you're not going to need very, very much of this orange at all. You just want a hint of it. So start off and just rub that across your edge. You want it a little dark, but not too dark. Okay, and you just want to get you a nice little orange look there. Alright, and you're done with that color. So now we want to take, and it's okay if you use the same one. It doesn't mix. If you're uncomfortable, just, you don't think I'm shaking my table. I had to do a different setup with my camera because it was not acting right. Okay, and now we're going to pull in the Daffodil Delight. And again, just a little bit, and you're going to kind of blend it in with your pumpkin pie. And you're just going to go across here. And again, you only need, and bring it up. And that's about all you're going to need for this. You don't need a whole lot. Just kind of blend them together. Okay? So that's all you need with that. So you can put that one away. Alright, now you're going to pull in your Dapper Denim and your sponge brayer. I love this sponge brayer. I was unsure about it until I did this card. So with our moon mask, you're going to take, and you're just going to run your color. And you are just going to keep building it up till you want the color that you want. And you do want to blend it into this, which we're actually going to blend it all the way down to kind of lighten or darken that up. And the more, slide here, the more color that you add, the darker and deeper that it gets. So you're wanting a darker, you're doing a gradient, so you want more at your top. You just keep blending it to it's where you want. I'm going for really, really dark, like a midnight, you know, sun just setting. Just keep adding. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through this to speed this up. Okay, so once you get to this point to where the color you want, you're going to go over it again, but this time you're going to bring this blue down and just get some of that blue on there. And that's going to kind of mellow it out and blend them all together. And I kind of mellowed that out. Okay, now I did forget a color. Pull in some basic black and take a sponge, and we're going to lightly go over the top of this. So start off the edge and just kind of bring some of it in. Just at the very tippy top. That's all you want to do. And just blend that in. So there you have it. That gives you your gradient. It's crazy how this was, you know, inspired by driving down the road. And saying I told you messy. I'm all inked up now. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's get rid of that. And let's pull off our mask. And there's our moon. So now what we're going to do is adhere our pieces. This piece I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen. And with this, it has a little needle point here, a little needle point here. That stays in there so it does not dry up. I'm putting my tree over here. So I'm just going to very quickly run some glue down between all these branches. Like I said, very quickly. You may end up having to go back and pick some pieces up and re-adhere some, because it does dry pretty quick. So you want to try. Although you don't need a whole bunch of it. It will stick with just a little bit. Alright, and we need some down here. I do try and get up in there a little around that grass. A little too much there. Okay, so now we're just going to flip this over and attach it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, there we go. Just squish that down. Okay, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to snip them pieces off. Okay, so while that's drying and setting up real quick, make sure you get a blue in there. To put your tip back in, lay this on your finger, and then use your finger to guide that back into the hole. If not, you will just try and slam it on there and you're going to screw it up. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to pull in some dimensionals. And I'm going to give dimension to all of these pieces here. To the tombstone, the witch, and our bats. So, on our little witch lady here, I'm going to put one on the back of her, and I'm actually going to put a little bitty piece on her broom, because I don't want the broom to get bent up. So just a little piece here. Okay. Pull those backings off. Alright, now we're going to take her and we're going to put her like she's flying past the moon. Okay. Same with our headstones. Let's see. You just want some little pieces for your headstones. So like I'm going to take the side over here. Actually, I'm going to save that side and the side. Got this one here I can use. Okay, and then I'll take one of these bigger pieces and kind of cut it in half. That's what's great about these, you know, you can use it, you know, there's no waste. Uh-oh, that doesn't cut all the way. Let's cut that all the way. So for those of you getting affected by the storm, please be careful. I don't think we're gonna get anything off of it. I live here in Georgia, but I'm further in coast, so I don't think, I'm over by Albany, so I don't think we're gonna get any of it. Maybe a tiny bit of wind, but that's about it. Unless it decides to do something crazy. You know how them storms are. Alright, so I'm gonna take this and line it down here at the bottom. Alright, and now we are going to attach our bats. I have 3 of them. Okay. And like I said, these side pieces actually work really great for these bats. If I can get him off the paper. Of a little pointed part in its head. And there we go. So there's one of them. There's another piece. I'm like very shaky today. I don't know why. I haven't had that much caffeine actually. Maybe I haven't had enough. I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine. Okay, let's move that out the way so I can still that little piece. One more. I love these dimensionals. If you don't have any, please go get some. You can go get them on my site. All the stuff that I'm actually showing you, you can get on my site. Alright, so let's pull these backings off. And I'm going to put one kind of like up here, flying this way. And then I'm going to take another one. No, 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 no. Then we're going to put him flying over here. We're going to take this one and put it down here. Now we're going to pull in. Now we're going to take the little bat down here. A little block. And I'm going to take the Memento ink. And we're just going to randomly stamp this little guy. Just to add some more bats to this image, to our card. And you just want to randomly stamp them every which way. They're just flying all over the place. See, that's good. Yeah, that's good. We're going to go with the Jewel Basic, the rhinestones. There we go. And you're going to randomly place these on here. We're going to add some little stars. These are going to act as little stars. And I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to use these little ones here. And you're just going to randomly place these on here. So they're going to twinkle like stars. They're going to imitate stars. Just randomly put them on there. Just to give it some bling. Who does not like bling? Some people don't. But I do. Let's see. I think that's good. I think that's enough bling. Enough blingage. Alright, so now we're going to bring in our Wink of Cellophane. And Stephen Up does sell these. You can get it in the clear and the gold. And you're just going to take this, and all of the ones that we popped up and the tree, you're going to just run it over. Which will add more sparkle and bling to it. Run it over a bit. The camera's gonna pick it up, but oh, it just shimmers so lovely. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in our designer series paper, and you're gonna attach it here, but we're gonna pop this up onto dimensionals. So let this dry. I think we're dry. Yeah, we're dry. Alright, so I'm gonna pop this bad boy up on dimensionals. If you've watched any of my other videos, I go crazy with these dimensionals. Ugh, stick to me. Ooh. There we go. And see, I've used up all the dimensionals, but you can use all these pieces. So, don't throw it away. I promise you, I'm going to start wearing gloves when I make cards like this. I'm so inked up. Alright, so now we're just going to line that up, just like that. Okay, now we're going to add this, ooh, I got that on there a little crooked, that's okay. We're going to add this to our card base, and it's just going to line right up on there, and once you fold it down, it's going to be perfect. So for this though, I'm going to use the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. Or any liquid glue that you want. You can use your tape, but I'm using the liquid glue because it gives me time to maneuver it around in case it doesn't get lined up properly. Get that lined up. Lay it down, make sure it's flush with everything. Alright, so now we're going to take this, and we're going to set this dry, or set this aside to dry while we work on our, actually, no, we can go ahead and do it now. You're going to take the bigger piece of black cardstock, and you're going to add some snail adhesive to the back. This is just going to put it to where we can, it matches, and that white's not sticking out, or that vanilla. You can do this in Whisper White cardstock if you would like. I chose the Very Vanilla because it mellowed out the moon and didn't make the moon as bright. Alright, you want to line this all the way up at the bottom. I guess I should have used liquid glue as well. Okay. So that's kind of where our card's going to stop. Okay. So now you take your designer series paper. Actually, no. Okay, yeah. Take your designer series paper. No. No way. We're going to stamp on this. Pull out the Happy Halloween. We're going to use our birthmark ink. And we're going to need the little bat again. You're going to try to line it up as straight as possible, and you're going to stamp that. Then we're going to stamp our little bat guy. One in the corner over here, and then one in the corner over here. Okay. This scrap piece of paper. Alright, so I'm going to use some silver embossing powder. This one is not through Stampin' Up, but Stampin' Up does sell the exact same one. Well, not the exact same one, but they, Stampin' Up does sell silver embossing powder. So, if you need some, go get you some. Ooh, I'm about to make a big old mess. I'm about to pick that whole sheet up. Alright, so you're going to pick this up. You're going to tap that off. I should use the embossing buddy. That's okay. Just get some, like, dust some of that off. You're gonna be left with a shimmer with this one, anyways. I can't find my Stampin' Up silver one, so I was gonna use my whites, and it just, I didn't like it. All right, set that to the side. And I'm gonna dump this back. Alright, so now we're going to heat emboss this. Close everything up that you do not want powder on. Especially... I need my tweezers. Hang on. Gotta do them later because this thing gets hot. Alright, and this is the heat tool from Stampin' Up. If you don't have it, go get it as well. There we go. Okay, let that cool. So now you can, any excess, you can kind of just, after it's cool, just kind of blend it into the paper, rub it off. Oh, I did that again. Okay. So now we're going to take this piece, this piece, use some snail and make sure I'm the right way. I'm going to go upside down. Alright, we're going to attach it on here. And there was something else I forgot to mention, the basic gray and black Baker's twine. You're just going to tie some into a bow. And I've actually gotten better at tying these bows. Maybe, look, see, I'm going to say that and then I'm going to screw up. Nope, there we go. So, maybe I shouldn't use the bigger twine, but it's all good. So trim it. Get a little bow. Pull you in a glue dot. Right on up here. There we have a cute little bow. Now you're going to pop this up on dimensionals. I forgot to bring that on that pack. Oh crap, what did I do with them? I'll just go ahead and use these pieces. This in half. Ain't nobody gonna see these anyway, so it don't matter. This one there. I'll put it down there. Alright. Pull a card base back in. And then you're gonna place it right here. Okay, and we're going to bring back in our rhinestones, and these ones right here are all connected. So I'm going to cut, and you could cut these. So I'm going to cut 2 sections of 3. Okay. Pull them out. Maybe. Oh my goodness. I'm losing yours today. Alright, you're going to kind of, let's see. I kind of line this up in the center. Right there. You're going to put them down. Yeah, this card is just all blinged out. And I love these rhinestones. I love them. They sparkle so good. Okay. So, I don't know where you can see this. So there's your card. You can write your message here, and if the person wants to display it, then they can. They can display it just like this. And it folds down. And this card measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, so it fits in our envelopes. So there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.